The Cinderella story gets kicked up a notch and you can lace up your kicks. Boy, it sounds so white saying that. In Sneakerella, a Disney Plus original directed by Elizabeth Allen Rosenbaum, who did Aquamarine, Ramona and Beezus, not to be confused with Yeezus, and Careful What You Wish For, written by 5 different people. Believe it or not, it took 5 people to write this. David Light was one of them. He did some episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Give Me a Z, Give Me an O, Give Me an M, Give Me a B, Give Me an I, Give Me an E, Give Me an S. It's all the way over there. That spells zombies. I guess they're zombie cheerleaders. Zombie cheerleaders ate my neighbors. I now demand that DLC for that old SNES game. Boy, that's a fucking callback. I bet nobody watching this video remembers that game. And also written by Joseph Razzo, who did Seed and Awake. George Gore II, which is a terrific wrestling name, by the way. His first writing credit, he has a few credits according to his IMDb. Tamara Chesna, who did After and Moxie. I had to write all these down because there's a lot of names to remember. And Mindy Stern, who did The Baxters. Again, 5 different people wrote this retelling of the Cinderella story that has been retold, rehashed, and all that stuff, to the point it's actually gotten a bit nauseating. Though it's not nearly as nauseating as the Amazon version of Cinderella that came out last year. Sweet Christ, that movie still haunts me. It was terrible. Absolutely, objectively terrible. And I saw the trailer for this, and I was like, okay, this looks like it's ridiculous and like it's not going to be good, but it's going to have that Disney pop to it, so let's see how good it is. Is it going to be cheaper by the dozen, or is it going to surprise me? Here's the twist. It wasn't bad. It was fine. It was somewhat enjoyable and a little bit endearing. Was it great? No. Was there a lot of like thought put into the story? Not really. They just twisted a few things around. They added some poppy songs, some hip-hop songs, and just went with it. Was it a little bit long? Maybe. I mean, they probably could have cut a few minutes out of it, but it was fine and breezy and somewhat endearing. I know. I'm shocked because I didn't think I was going to enjoy a movie called Sneakerella at all. In fact, I thought I was going to hate it. I'll get into spoilers here in a little bit, but if you really are expecting that many spoilers for a retelling of Cinderella called Sneakerella, then I really don't know what to... If you don't know what to expect from a movie like this, I'm not sure what to tell you. Chosen Jacobs. Chosen is a great name for a wrestler also. He's the Chosen One. He plays L. He was Mike, the young Mike, in the new It. Lexi Underwood is also in this as a love interest. Kira, who is the daughter of John Sally's character. Darius, yes, John Sally. That John Sally. Who, if you know, you know. He's got a sneaker empire and everything, and he's this great, designer, and has this media empire, this global empire, the global phenomenon known as WrestleMania. No, non-wrestling fans have no idea what that is. Colton Stewart's also in this as a guy named Zelly. Yeah, I'm sorry, if you're naming your kid Zelly, you basically hate them. I'm just going to say that right now. There's also Sammy, who is Elle's best friend, who's also gay. That is briefly mentioned in the movie. That's Denyon Nakota. I apologize if I mispronounced that. She has a bright, breezy personality about her, so yeah, it's a twist on the Cinderella story where Elle has designs of being a sneaker designer and making it big and gain out of the shop that he's currently in that is run by his stepfather and his evil stepbrothers, and his mother died some time ago, and basically the business is kind of in disarray. Everybody wants to move back to Jersey, said no one ever, no offense to anybody that is from Jersey. Never heard of anybody wanting to move back there, but it is what it is. And from there, we have a retelling of Cinderella. There's also a guy named Gustavo that is essentially like the fairy godfather here. The Italian godfather. He's going to make him a magical offer he can't refuse. And the movie's got some energy to it. The music is by no means great, but it does have a little bit of life to it. I'm not the biggest fan of modern hip-hop, but I think it was well performed. There was one particular song by the Evil Step Brothers that was not good at all. It was fucking goddamn rotten. I'm not even saying they were bad. It was just the writing was absolute dog shit. But Elle has these ideas and designs these sneakers and everything and works in this shop and wants to pursue a life of, designing shit. Or designing sneakers or whatever. I mean, designs could be shit, but they make millions of dollars. Who the fuck cares? So him and Kira have a chance meeting. Sammy's like, oh, she really likes you. She really likes you. I'm just going to poke at you because I'm your best friend. I'm going to keep needling you about this. And keeps telling him, hey, you need to design this stuff. You need to go find a way to do this. You need to achieve your dreams. You have big dreams. Go out and do this shit. So yeah, pretty much from there we get the deals where like he has to pretend to be somebody that he's not. It's like the Aladdin syndrome, and we figure out what's going on here. But it's a retelling of Cinderella with sneakers and hip-hop. That's really about it. The music's a whole lot better than they did in the Amazon version. I mean, I really feel bad comparing those because this at least had some passion put into it. That one hacked out so many goddamn songs and ruined it to the point where it was my worst film of the year, and then others beat it. This was actually pretty fun. Not great. It's not wonderful. It's not bad, though. I had fun watching a movie called Sneakerella. Maybe it's just because I recently watched the remake of Firestarter and hated it. Bit of tipping my hand there, but check out my review if you want to see how much I hate it. It's just your typical Cinderella story with some pop to it and some pizzazz and some decent animation, as far as like graphics and everything and stuff that they do for the sneaker designs. The sneakers aren't exactly something I would wear, but hey, you gotta try new things. Have the light-up shoes. Those really worked for a while. But anyway, I'm going to get into spoilers here in a little bit. It's on Disney Plus if you want to check it out. There are certainly worse ways to spend your time, like watching the Cheaper by the Dozen remake that nobody fucking asked for. Yeah, it's not necessarily a movie that you're like, there's no real good villains. I mean, it's just your typical story. Nobody's really put in danger. But Elle and Sammy are good characters, and Kira as well. So it's endearing enough there. And it's young people getting to have fun in a movie. So whatever. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, and spoilers. Okay, so basically he has to come to grips with the fact that he needs to pursue his dreams. His fairy Italian godfather, Gustavo, or whatever nationality he actually is. Maybe he could be Colombian godfather, don't know. He helps Sammy and Elle get to this whole sneaker gala thing. And the whole thing, it's going to strike midnight and you can't be out. What the fuck are you doing? You can't do that shit. And they didn't say fuck. I wish they would have. That would have been hilarious. Yeah, fucking idiot. Snap out of it. And he keeps trying to make sure that he shows his affection to Kira, but the lies on top of lies on top of lies on top of lies eventually get to where the stepbrothers step in because they really want to move back to Jersey. Again, said no one ever. And they steal the sneaker design and say, no, we designed this. And so John Sally's character, Darius, pretty much kicks him out. But then he comes up with a way to prove that he actually designed it. And the stepbrothers try to stop it. And the stepfather, who was really hard on him and everything because the mother died of cancer, and he's been trying to make this shop work, he realizes he has not been fair to Elle. And that he wants to be a better father to him and doesn't want to be such a dick and won't be so hard on him. But he gets to pursue his dreams because he gets to show off his sneaker design that everybody loved at the gala and gets to see it's his stuff. And he has a rap-off with John Sally's character, which rap-off in the sense that they both just said shit in a somewhat hip-hop formula. And that was really it right there. He ends up, saying, I'm in love with your daughter. They get together and everything's all happy. And Gustavo's taking care of the garden that the mother had. And there's really not much to this. The songs are catchy-ish. It's fine. It's endearing. It's not bad. There are worse ways to spend your time. I'm not going to watch this again, but I certainly have seen worse, and considering where my expectations were, maybe I'm just in a good mood. Maybe it was just because seeing a title called Sneakerella, I expected dog shit. B. I'm giving it a B. I know. Shocking. There we go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Riplin. I'll see you soon.